Hope you're having a great day. Welcome back to the D-Lo. My name is Datari Ladajo if you are joining me here for the first time. And this channel, I talk about family, faith, food, lifestyle, and everything on my journey as a new mom and a new wife. So this video is going to be centered around tips that I have been using and that have been working for me in my journey to finding myself after having a baby. Now, some of you may be thinking, I'm actually not lost, so why do I need to find myself? But I don't mean literally that you're lost or that you're in some kind of confused state after having your baby. Literally just trying to navigate who you are and the woman that you have become as a mother, if it's your first time, or if you have more than one child or more than two children. Trying to figure out, how to balance having more children can be something that needs to be worked through, and it's a journey that sometimes you have to take to kind of transition into this new role. So some of these tips have been working for me and I really wanted to share them with you guys. So without further ado, I'll get on to sharing. Now, the first and probably most important point to remember when trying to find yourself after having a baby is not to be afraid to ask for help or support when you need it. Now, if you're lucky enough to have a support system, such as your spouse, your parent, your friends, siblings, anybody at all that is offering you help during this time that you're trying to find yourself and balance motherhood at the same time, please accept that support. Now, I'll tell you a quick story. For a couple of days, I decided that I was just going to take care of my baby myself. I thought that I was literally every woman. I could do everything. I'm the boss mama. I don't need anybody else. Me and my daughter, that's it. I'm going to take care of her completely by myself. And trust me, by the end of it, I was crying out for help. I was completely exhausted, run down, trying to achieve my goals and trying to also be a good mom at the time. Now, I'm not saying that it's impossible to do, but honestly, it's so much better when you have someone helping you. It allows you to clear your mind and focus on the things that you need to focus on in this time that you're trying to find yourself and rediscover yourself and rechart your path as a mom. So another tip that's very useful when trying to find yourself after having a baby is to pray or meditate or both if you can. So prayer really helps. Prayer is the master key. It connects you to God and it allows you to let go of the burden of trying to figure out everything for yourself. You can pray and offload those burdens onto God and then ask God for the direction of your life and to help you in this journey of finding yourself after having your baby. So with meditation, it's really helpful because you can either meditate on scriptures, so go to the Bible and look for positive scriptures that will help you in this time of trying to find yourself, or you can meditate on positive affirmations. So reaffirm who you are, reaffirm who you're becoming, and speak life and positivity into your situation. It really helps, and it can help clear your mind and declutter all of the negative thoughts that are probably hindering you from becoming and finding yourself after having your baby. Another tip that has also been very useful to me is journaling. Now, this is actually the best time, if you've not journaled before, to start a journal. It's really therapeutic to write down your thoughts, especially when you're going through stressful times, trying to balance motherhood and the challenges and demands that it may be having on you. It really helps to write down your thoughts, both good and bad, at the end of the day. And if you can't keep a daily journal, at least aim to journal on a weekly basis. So you write down your thoughts, and also if you've been stressed out or you felt guilty, you have the dreaded mom guilt over things that you've done during the week or the day, you can write yourself a letter, actually literally forgiving yourself, saying, "Dear," and then put your name next. I forgive myself for whatever mistakes I made during the week with my mothering, or for the things that I couldn't do because I was too busy, or for not actually achieving this or completing this. Write a letter, forgive yourself, and keep it moving. Another thing that I found really therapeutic is to write letters to your baby. So I write letters to my daughter that I'm hopefully going to give her when she grows up. It's really fun and it kind of takes your mind off whatever's going on right now in the now. So another thing that you can do is to get a hobby. find something that you can do that is literally just for you. It's your thing, something that you do in your me time that makes you happy. I've recently reignited my love for cooking, and it really, really relaxes me, and it makes me happy at the end of the day when I've cooked a delicious meal and when it tastes good. Oh, it gives me that satisfaction of doing something just for me. I take my mind off everything that's going on around me and just focus on the thing that I'm making. So try and find something that just works for you, whether it be, a new sport, a new hobby, reading. Just find something that just is your thing that you do for a certain amount of time during the day or during the week that can help you also get yourself back on track and start doing things for you, just for you. So another tip is to eat well and exercise. It really, really helps you to feel better about yourself after having your baby and to be on that path to finding yourself again and getting your spark back if you eat well and do a little bit of exercise, at least a minimum of 3 times a week. Now, with eating well, what you put inside your body literally does show on the outside. I know that after having my baby, first of all, during my pregnancy, I threw up so much that I wanted to just literally eat everything after having my baby. So I was there eating, and some of the pregnancy weight that I had dropped when I first had my baby, I started to put back on, and I wasn't feeling good about myself. I was feeling sluggish and actually weighed down both physically and mentally. So as I started to adopt a better diet and eat more healthy food, have smoothies, salads, cook fresh meals instead of getting lots of takeaways, it actually helped me to clear my mind. So I would definitely recommend that you eat well during this time that you're trying to find yourself. I mean, once in a while, it's really nice to indulge as well. And trust me, when you've been with a crying baby all day, like, a piece of chocolate is not going to kill anyone, and it might actually make you feel better. But in general, if you can try and adopt the 80-20 rule and eat well 80% of the time, then you're going to feel a lot better about yourself, and it's going to help you when trying to find yourself. Another thing that helps is exercise. Exercising releases endorphins, which makes you feel good. It makes you just feel like a superwoman, super mommy when you come home after jogging on the street or, just even doing yoga or light exercises. Now, it's important to remember that after having a vaginal delivery, you may not be able to exercise for the first 6 weeks. And I believe with a C-section, it's longer, probably 8 weeks or more. So listen to your body. Don't just rush and, hit the gym and try and do weights. You may actually be doing yourself more damage than good. Some gentle exercising, walking can help you clear your mind and help you feel refreshed and rejuvenated and, back on track to becoming the kind of woman and mom that you want to be. Another thing that's really, really important and sometimes we as moms ignore is to sleep. Get as much sleep as you possibly can. I know that the advice is generally sleep when the baby sleeps. I'll hold my hands up and say I actually don't do that. I try and achieve as much as I can while my baby is sleeping. So that enables me to get some things done and have some quiet time. But honestly, the best thing to do is to try and make sure that you're getting enough sleep on a daily basis. Whether that be making sure that you sleep when the baby sleeps or making sure that you have naps during the day. Just make sure that your body is actually rejuvenated and you're taking time out to rest. I mean, when you've actually been sleep deprived, your mind can do all kinds of funny things and can play all kinds of tricks on you. So get enough sleep. It helps you to feel better and you will be a much better person if you're not cranky or highly strung because you've been overly sleep deprived. I mean, it's easier said than done, especially if your baby is a little newborn. You may not be getting much sleep, but wherever you can, just try and grab a nap here and there. It really, really makes a big difference. Now, the next tip is for working moms, which actually encompasses all mothers. From my perspective, you're either working at home, which is taking care of the home front as a stay-at-home mom, working as an entrepreneur and maybe you're self-employed and you have your own business, or working in a career. So maybe you work for someone else or a company or an organization of some sort. So for all of us working mothers, one thing that really helps when trying to find yourself after having a baby is to read widely around your areas of interest or your areas of specialization. So whatever field you may be in your career, or if you're at home, you can look at things to develop yourself and to keep you busy whilst you're at home when you have time off from looking after your children. Or if you have a business, you can research things to develop your business, maybe to pivot or to scale your business, or things to just push your life forward. When you're doing this kind of reading, it sharpens your mind. And I know that at a point after having my daughter, I felt like I was just kind of only talking about breast pumps and, milk supply and all of this kind of baby related stuff. And this leads me on to my next point, which is to talk to people that are not mothers at times. So talk to men. I know that mothers, we like to kind of be cliquish. We like to share experiences and we gravitate towards other mothers, especially when we've just had a baby, because we are our own support system, which is fantastic. Women, I'm not saying that we shouldn't do this. It is great to have your group of mummies that are supporting you along the way. However, you also need to talk to people that may not be mothers, or maybe men, or just other people, or people that are willing to talk to you about non-mother related stuff. It sharpens your brain and it will pull you forward in the direction of the person that you are becoming as a mom, and also as a woman that has other things going for her. Now, another thing that is really helpful is to let go of the image that you had of yourself before you had your baby. Now, don't get me wrong, I know us mothers love being mothers for the most part. But at times you may look back at your old life prior to having your baby and wonder whether maybe there were some more things that you could have achieved, or fun that you could have had, or things that you could have or should have done prior to having your baby. Now, all of these things are very idealistic, and as they say, the grass always looks greener on the other side. Looking back, it always looks like maybe there were parts of your life that were really exciting prior to becoming a mom, but it's really important to embrace who you have become now and look at the fullness of motherhood and the blessings and growth that is coming into your life from being a new mom. Sometimes it may be really tempting to look back, but really on this journey, if you're going to truly find yourself, you have to be intentional about just looking forward, looking at how you can be the best version of you as you are now, and as you are becoming a better mother and a better woman. Along with that point as well, you actually have to let go of the image that you had of your body prior to having a baby. Now, I know it can be a tough pill to swallow when you're dealing with the changes in your body and how your body looks after having a baby, which really is most likely never going to be exactly the same as it did before you had your baby. But you need to kind of let go of that old image and clinging on to the past and, oh, shoulda, woulda, coulda, oh, I look like this, looking at old pictures and all that kind of jazz. You need to let that go and just focus on the new you and making the best of who you are now, the body that you have now, and loving the skin that you are in at the moment. And the last tip would be to use this time to map out who you want to be. Take the time out to actually write down how you see yourself being in the future now you're a mom. Write down your goals, what you want to achieve, maybe your short-term goals, your long-term goals, goals for you as a mother, goals for you as a woman, goals for you as a wife if you are one. And also, you can take that opportunity to document how you want to be as a parent. You can write down your dreams for parenting, do some research, check out articles. There's so many things online these days. Just literally write down how you want to parent. Look at developmental stages, so what you want to do to develop your child between 0 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months, and so on and so forth. These things really help on the journey to finding yourself. So those are all the tips that I have and the things that have worked for me in my journey to finding myself after having a baby. I would love to hear from you guys and know some of your tips and tricks to finding yourself after you've had your baby. So please do drop me a comment in the comment box and let me know. And also, if there's anything in particular that you would like to see, please also let me know in the comment section. I'm all ears. Please don't forget to like, give this video a big thumbs up, and subscribe. You can also turn on the notification bell so you get notified anytime that one of my new videos comes out. I'm really looking forward to sharing more of my motherhood journey with you guys. So looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.